Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.9312 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 4.59%. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video, and I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, and the ABC correction has now taken us to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe Polygon Matic has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see that pump to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. And in that movement, we first need to see a wave 1 to the upper side, and I have a target area of that first wave to the upper side at around the $1.91 mark and the $1.65 mark as the minimum, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I use the Fibs connecting that low down there to the all-time high, you can now see that my yellow target area lies between the Fib level 0.618 and the Fib level 0.5, which is the minimum that I expect that wave 1 to the upper side to do. And also within a wave 5, we expect to see fractal waves in formation, and I believe that is the movement that we are seeing here on the charts. If I jump to the 4-hour chart for a better view, here on the 4-hour chart you can see that within a wave 1 to the upper side we expect to see fractal waves in formation, and this is what I want to discuss in this video and give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing it on the fractal waves. After making a low at around the $0.32 mark, we started to see a very nice pump to the upper side in what we can term as a wave 1 to the upper side. And then we started seeing a nice retracement to the lower side in what we can term as a wave 2, and if I use the Fibs to see whether that wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to the lower side to do, connecting to the high of that wave 1, you can see this wave 2 to the lower side has retraced to the area at around the Fib level 0.382. Then we started to see a very nice pump to the upper side in a wave 3, and using a trend based Fibonacci, I placed out a target area for that third wave to the upper side at around the $0.93 mark, and Polygon Matic respected that. We even overshooted that target area to the upper side. We faced a key area of resistance, then we started seeing a very nice retracement to the lower side in a wave 4, and because a wave 4 is a retracement of the wave 3, we can use the Fibonacci's to sketch out a target area of that wave 4 to the lower side. So if I connect the Fibs to the low of the wave 3 to the then to the high of the wave 3, that gives me a target area between the Fib level 0.618 and the Fib level 0.5, which I have marked out here on the charts using this yellow target, and you can see we retraced into that target area. Then we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in what we can term as a wave 5 to the upper side, and within a wave 5 we also need to see fractal waves in formation, and I believe here we have seen that first wave to the upper side. We have also seen the low of the wave 2, and we might continue pushing to the upper side in a wave 3, then expect a wave 4 and a wave 5 to complete this Elliot wave count 5. And in that movement to the upper side, if we get a little bit into the details of these fractal waves here in formation within a wave 5, after seeing the high of the wave 1, we expected a nice retracement to the lower side in a wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, we can get a target area for that wave 2 to the lower side, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1. That gives me a target area between the Fib level 0.618 and the Fib level 0.382 as the minimum, as the maximum. And Polygon Matic has respected that. We got into that target area, then we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side. So assuming that we have seen the low for that wave 2 to the lower side, we can sketch out a target area for that third wave to the upper side using a trend based Fibonacci's, connecting that low down there to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs, we should get a target area at around the fib level 1.618, that is at around the $1.3482 mark. So having said that, that brings me to the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. We might be able to break above this key area of resistance that we are facing at around the $0.95 mark, and in case that happens, I will expect a retest of that area, and from there we can then continue pushing higher, make a high which is above this high that we have for that wave 1 to the upper side, and once that happens, also manage to break above other key areas of resistances that we have in between here, and then that movement to the upper side can get us into this yellow target for that third wave to the upper side, and from there we can then see a reversal to the lower side in a wave 4, and then expect a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 5, and in that movement I expect that wave 5 in blue to get us into this yellow target area that I had drawn out as the target area of that first wave to the upper side. So that is the first movement that I expect to play out here on the charts. We might be able to break above that key area of resistance, continue pushing higher, and finish that wave 3 to the upper side. And it's also possible that maybe we have not yet seen the low for that wave 2 of that fractal wave, and if that is the case, then I will expect lower prices here on the charts. Maybe as we try to break above that key area of resistance, we get rejected, and in that movement, in case we make a low that is below the low that I have here as the low of the wave 2, then I will have to adjust my Elliot wave count, having the new low as the low of that wave 2. Then we can sketch out a target area for that third wave to the upper side, and maybe even come up with more bullish scenarios here on the charts. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I hope Polygon Matic continues to respect my Elliot waves. We manage to break above that key area of resistance and even continue pushing higher. If I also take a look at the indicators, here on the RSI we are trading at around the 59 mark, and that means we have room for us to continue pushing higher. So any movement to the upper side here on the RSI will be supported. If I also take a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that means higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.